why Sheikh Hamdan's mother left him, or why that did not happen. This is what we'll be discussing in this video. Now, we all know Rashid Al Maktoum. We know that despite having access to endless luxury and leading a grand lifestyle, every single wife of Sheikh Rashid Al Maktoum, they have left him except Hind Al Maktoum. Now, why is that? How is that even possible? Well, that's what we want to discuss more in details, guys, more in details. So, the ruler of Dubai fled. I mean, all of them. The wives of ruler of Dubai, they fled except Hind Al Maktoum. And this is a story of true love. What do you think? Is this a story of true love, or is this a story of severe perseverance? Like she wanted to stay here, she didn't want to leave him. What do you think about this story? Let me know. This story of the one who stayed Prince Hamdan's mother, and we will start from the very beginning. So Hind Al Maktoum. She was born on the 12th of February 1962 to the royal house of Al Maktoum. This royal house, they are very, very rich. If you do not know about them, they are absolutely ridiculous rich people, this whole family. And so they love doing what they're doing, which is, living their life and, just going about their day. So her father was the son of Sheikh Juma bin Al Maktoum, who was the brother of her husband's grandfather. Her mother was also from the Maktoum house. She was the daughter of her husband's grandfather. So as you can see, this lady, Randa, I will talk about her in a second, but she was the daughter of her husband's grandfather, Amir Dubai. So she was royalty through and through. Growing up, she was raised with strict Islamic principles, meaning she was schooled indoors. The one you're seeing on the picture on the video is not actually Hamdan's mother. She is the nanny. But let's talk more about this nanny and all that. Who she is, she was one of Rashid Al Maktoum's wives. Some people say, no, she was not actually a wife. She was a mistress and all that. But this wife, Hind Al Maktoum, she is a royal herself. She is a royal herself, and so when she got married into the royal family, she knew everything how to follow. So for example, Islamic laws and all that. She was aware of all of it. So she did not have any problem. She lived pretty much an indoor life, and she was happy for that. So she left the palace. If Hind longed for more, we can't really tell, because she took to the training and did as she was told. So basically what this is suggestive is that she was trained well by her family, by her parents, to live a royal life in privacy and all that. When she turned 17, her good nature paid off. Sheikh Mohammed had just recently been promoted to play a higher role in the ruling of Dubai and his family. Indeed. His family needed him to be more grounded in his ways and settled down. It also did not help that he had gotten the child out of wedlock with the Lebanese wife woman, as I said, Randa. So Randa is from Lebanon. They needed him to get married to someone who respected, preferably royalty. And that was when Hind came into the picture. Guys, as I said, Hind Al Maktoum was a very, very important part of his life. She brought in all kind of discipline, if you like, in his life. She brought in Islamic values, principles, that Hamdan's father, Rashid Al Maktoum, would not have been able to achieve by marrying or having a mistress like Randa Al Banna. So she actually did a very good job in keeping Rashid Al Maktoum out of trouble. Now, Hind had always known Sheikh Mohammed since the beginning of the 20th century. She was his maternal cousin and paternal second cousin, although it was not unusual for cousins to get married in the Arabian culture. The significant age gap between them might have made, we talk about, marrying your relative, your cousin, and we sometimes frown on it. But the matter of the fact is that guys in the Arab culture, this is something very, very common. Even with the age gap thing, that is something also very, very common. I mean, nobody really cares how old are you, as long as you are able to communicate like a matured woman, like a matured man, and all those kind of things, you are good to go. So this is exactly what is happening right now with the family, because again, they have no problem, no qualm about that. Now, Randa Al Banna, even though she was not equal in age with Rashid Al Maktoum, between them might have been made it harder for her to imagine that she would be the chosen one. So when she was informed of Sheikh's intentions and agreed preparations began for the celebration of a lifetime, wedding was grander than you could ever imagine. And it was the first major public event for Dubai. The United Arab Emirates had recently gained independence from a British, and was in control of the revenue being generated. The money that you see on the screen. be generated from their oil wealth. So Dubai had more than enough money to splurge on the celebration. In other words, because Dubai had so much money, they didn't have any problem to spend all of this, or a lot of this money, I should say, for the wedding of Sheikh Rashid Al Maktoum. So this ordeal lasted for about 5 days, so the wedding was for 5 days in total, Rashid Al Maktoum and Hind Al Maktoum. 20,000 city stadiums were built, and seat was also big enough to fit dignitaries, while the less reputable people were hosted in open spaces that had been decorated on the streets of Dubai. In other words, guys, this individual, this lady, Sheikh Hind Al Maktoum, the mother of Sheikh Hamdan Fazza's mother, is someone who deserves to be praised because of how loyal she had been to Rashid Al Maktoum. I mean, even though we know some of his wives fled, Princess Hamdan Hussein, for example, but she is stuck, she loves where she is, and she wants to keep it that way, not trying to change anything, not trying to rock the boat for anybody. So yeah, this is such a great achievement for Hamdan Al Maktoum. I'll be talking more about it in part 2. If you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. Leave a comment if you have any, and I will see you in the next video. And you have a wonderful day yourself. Take care.